Hi everybody, thank you for watching LipSense at lunchtime. Today's color is Fire and Ice, and it is a beautiful shimmery red. I know a lot of people love the flat matte colors, but if you're digging the shimmery kind, then this would be your red. This is one of my favorites. Bee Ruby is one of my favorites too. We already did that one. But if you want a lighter red, one that's a little bit more, well, you'll see. It's definitely, it's a beautiful holiday red. It's one of my go-tos. Like whenever we go Christmas caroling and do different things over the holidays, and it's just one of my favorite ones to wear. So, again, I know it's kind of hard to tell. Kind of near this brown, it almost looks brown, but yeah. I was trying to see if you could tell. It's so shimmery that it's just next to like one of the big bright, bold reds like blue red, or we have hurricane red now too, which is an awesome red. And I'm trying to think of the other one. The word red isn't always in the title, but there's another one, blue red and fly girl. And then now we have hurricane red, and then if you're looking for like a lighter red, then Fire and Ice. It's just that perfectly describes it. It's like fire with some ice thrown in there for effect. It's beautiful. So anyways, I'm gonna go take this off and I will be right back and we will start the application. Okay, I am back and my lips are clean and dry. I think they are. If you ever have any rough, dry little patches, make sure you exfoliate those before you go to put on the LipSense, because just like if you were going to put on lipstick and you have little rough, dry patches, you would want to exfoliate first so you don't have like visible bumps and things like that. And the LipSense will just adhere better, because if you had on regular lipstick throughout the day, probably that little flaky patch or whatever it is, if you didn't exfoliate it off before you put on regular lipstick, it would probably flake off during the day as you're eating or drinking. But with LipSense, you wouldn't want that to happen because you're not going to keep reapplying your lipstick all day. So it's just a good idea. I like to exfoliate mine anyways to get any of your lips regenerate the skin pretty frequently. And so I like to just keep them soft anyways. Because even if I'm not wearing any lip products, I tend to lick my lips or chew on them or sit there and go like this and play with them. So I tend to like to exfoliate them nightly anyways, just to keep them just baby soft and healthy. So anyways, we're going to shake up our LipSense for about 10 to 15 seconds or 10 to 15 shakes. You just want to make sure it's all nice and shook so that the product mixes nicely for a even distribution. And so I'm opening it. And I'm painting, I swear, I know I say this just about every video, but if I didn't have a verbal boo-boo little a couple of times during my videos, you'd start to wonder. Okay, so I'm taking my Fire and Ice and I'm just wiping off any excess and starting the first coat. It's so funny. I was in there trying to get that other stuff off that I just had on, and it had glitter on it. So now I have glitter on me. Okay. Now I'm just doing the same thing so I can do the first coat for my top lips. You always want to make sure you're applying in one direction. I like to do down here first, and then I like to do up here like that, and then from there to there. But you can do it any way you want to, as long as you are doing it in one direction and not doing like normal lipstick and going back and forth. You don't want to do that, because the alcohol, as you're putting on the layer, it'll go down nicely, but as you go back, it'll take it off. Okay. That's the first coat. First layer, however you want to look at it. Okay. And then you just want to You always want to let your LipSense dry before you put on the next coat. The thinner the layers, the quicker it will dry. But just in case, like if you're not sure, just go ahead and tap it. And as long as it doesn't feel like tacky to your finger, then you are good to go. That feels pretty good. Okay, so I'm just taking this and wiping off any excess. And gonna do the second coat. I'm trying to use my makeup mirror, but looking up here helps me not to keep going down like that. But because when I look into my makeup mirror, I'm actually looking down, but I don't know, as long as I do it like this. Maybe I just need to put my chair up higher. I never thought about that. Huh. Things that make you go, Oh, and if you're new to this group page and you haven't watched any other videos, and this is the first one you're watching, when you're applying your LipSense, do not let your lips touch because they will bond together. And it's you know, that's the whole point of this product. It molecularly bonds to your skin, to your lips, and then it will stay all day, and then you take it off with either, you can use Oops Remover, or you can use the stuff that Senegence makes called Pouts, and it will actually take off any of the waterproof makeup that Senegence makes, because they make a cream to powder eyeshadow called Shadow Sense. They make mascara that's waterproof. They make eyeliner that's waterproof. They make foundation that's waterproof. Blush, pretty much almost all of their almost all of their makeup products. I think their BB cream, or I want to say, what is it? And I know that I'm not, whatever it is, I'm not going to say it right, because I haven't used any of their stuff yet. I have some products that I do have that I have set aside because I want to try them out. Because like I said, I won't endorse a product without having tested it first and feeling that like this is such a good product that I want to share it with everybody. So we're doing the third coat now. But anyways, yeah, your lips will molecularly bond together if you shut them. So. And if you're new to the channel, you always want to get in on your waterline, so that, because it's going to be one of the first places that starts to break down, because that's where the food and liquid and everything will start to, will hit first. So you always want to get a little bit inside there too. And just wiping it off. I super love this color. I haven't even lined it yet, but I haven't put on any gloss. Sorry, I'm talking funny because I'm trying not to let my lips touch. But I haven't put on any liner, and I haven't put on any gloss whatsoever, and it looks this good. So as the day goes on, and say you put on your gloss, well, besides that, I want to make sure it dries really good, because I know that one of the things that I wanted to stress is that whenever you're using this product, you would need to make sure, especially that your third top layer is nice and dry before you put on your glossy gloss or any other gloss. And the reason is, like, this one, it's like almost empty. This is my glossy gloss. No matter what happens, if it's possible, I will always have this upside down, just so you know. My glossy gloss, and this is one that I've had forever. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but there's like almost nothing in there. And my wand is still pretty much white. And this is like, there's nothing in there. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like empty. And so I have another one up here too, I hope. Yeah. And then this one I have laying down, so you can kind of probably see the product as it's starting to go down the sides, and because you can see it moving, it'll make it goes flat. And then this has nothing in it except for maybe just a tiny little drop down here, which I try to use up every little drop, so that's why I still have both of them. But my point is, even with this being half gone and then this being completely gone, this has nothing on it either. If you're not letting your LipSense dry before you use the wand to put on the glossy gloss or any other gloss that you're using, you're gonna have gunky wand. It's gonna have whatever color, if it's one or if it's, and you're gonna probably wind up with it in here too. Your wand is gonna get discolored, and it's going to either be the color of the one favorite color you always wear, or it's going to be the color of several different colors that you always wear. So just a good tip is just make sure that you're, and on the, now, just so you know, on the last coat, I'm not talking about the fact that your lips are going to stick together until you put the glossy on, because that's a given, but you can touch them. For whatever reason, I know if you put your lips together, it wants to seal, but if you use your finger, it seems like it's okay. Like this does not stick at all. And so I know that it's okay, and it's ready to put on the oh, see, I put them together. That could have been bad, because sometimes if you do that and you let them sit too long, it will bleed, because your tendency isn't to do it quick, slowly and just be like, it's like your tendency is to be like, oh, you know. I don't know what I did with my little doodads. I love those things. Where'd they go? That's so strange. I mean, oh, there they are. I'm happy now. So, just because I'm extra, and these things are like the coolest things in the world to me. I don't know if you saw one of my other videos, but this is something that I got off of Amazon, and the applicator part looks like that, and I have to hold it up against my hair so you can see the little tip on it, because my hands are pasty white, and so the tip just disappears. But anyways, it's got this tiniest little tip on it that's like a little brush, and I saw somebody else using one of these on a video, and to be honest, I think it's for eyelash glue, or when people do, you know, the lash, they go in for fake lashes. I think the people that do those use these to do whatever, but she was using this and like putting the LipSense on it, like not wiping it off so that you can have some on there, and just lining her lips. So if you just wanted to go back and have a little bit more of a precise application, and you know that I do, so sorry. It looks like I'm just sitting here like talking to you, and I'm like down here going like this. So at least on the upper lip I like to. And I usually will do that on, say, the first or second application. I usually don't wait till the third. But like, I know, I'm probably just really picky, because as you're looking at this, you're probably like, I don't see what's wrong with it. Why do you need to line it? But I'm a Virgo, so I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. So I try to make sure that everything is even as possible. Sorry about that. I can't talk and do this at the same time. And so if I see it, it's one of the things that makes makeup fun for me. If I see anything that's not like even, I will keep going until it is. Okay, so that's good enough anyways. And I apologize. I know one of my bad habits is saying and saying anyways. I'm going to work on that, but don't expect miracles. I'll try. Let's see. So, is that the one that's empty? Yeah. I'm going to use the other one. And I'm going to go ahead and apply the glossy gloss. Just looks clear, but it seals in your lipstick. You don't have to put it on super thick, but I would at least recommend getting the first coat of the day nice and not thick, but make sure it's thoroughly everywhere. Like all the way to the top, all the way around, inside on the waterline and everything. Just because this is what it's it's a moisturizing top coat and it's a protecting top coat. So it's just, and that is Fire and Ice. So you can see it's a really pretty red, but it's got like so much ice shimmer in it that it just you can tell why they call it Fire and Ice. It's got like it's iced from the shimmer. And that's not even with any, I mean, you really don't even have to put any glitter gloss with this. Just saying. I'm probably not even going to try a whole bunch of other glosses with it. I tend to do that more with the stuff that's not shimmer, just because I'm always looking for something to make it more, because it's just how I am. But yeah. And if you ever wind up wanting to dull it down a bit, I'm trying to think of how to explain that, because I know some people, and if you ever notice you got too much gloss and you got like the little stringy thingies that might be hanging down, you just blot once and it'll go away usually. But once you put your glossy gloss on, if you're like, oh, I like that color, but I don't like all the gloss, you don't have to worry about the gloss. Once you start drinking or eating anything, the gloss will kind of wear down, or even after 30 minutes, I would just let it soak in first thing in the morning, especially if you put it on before you leave the house in the morning and you've got a little extra time. It will give it time to moisturize, it penetrates, and it gets in there, and it just leaves your lips feeling good all day long. And I know some people will, if it still has some gloss, then they will take, sorry, my foot's falling asleep. They will take and just kind of like rub it down a little bit. And that will take, and I know that's hard to tell with this because it's a shimmer, but they'll just take and kind of go like that. And, get some of the excess gloss off and stuff like that if there's still some on after you drank coffee or whatever. And a lot of times, I mean, the lipstick stays on all day, but the gloss comes off. I mean, it's just a given. You can't have the best of both worlds. And one of the reasons why, and I know I'm probably alone here because I'm like probably the only person on the planet that isn't like super like, I love matte day in and day out, that's all I want is matte lipstick. I am the exact opposite. I want shiny and sparkly. So I see all these advertisements all the time for those matte lip, super matte lip on Facebook and Instagram, where they'll say, 18-hour wear and all that stuff. And I've bought some. Now I'm always curious. I love makeup. I love LipSense. I love SeneGence products, the ones that I have tried, which I know isn't a lot yet, but I mean, this to me is bomb. Like, I am shook. There's nothing better than this to me. If you want something that you know that you're going to put on earlier in the day and not have to keep, oh my gosh, is, my lipstick gone? And I know some people, like SeneGence says, you'll get anywhere from 4 to 18 hours of wear. Some people can even get more than that, especially like if they're like me and they not really accidentally, but they're really tired at the end of the night, and so they leave it on overnight and get up the next morning and it's still there, which isn't like, really good to do, but it happens. But those lip products, the ultra matte ones or whatever it is that you'll see, they're good until you eat, or they have lip toppers that go with them. And like, for instance, I've even tried out and I'm not even talking this is Huda Beauty, and they're not cheap. And I tried one of their thingies, one of their colors, Sugar Mama is the name of it. And you put it on and it's like, oh, okay. You let it dry, dry down, and it's like, all right, this is pretty cool. Okay. And you go on about your day, and you start drinking things or eating things, and the next thing you know, it's all gone. Especially if you eat a burger or a piece of pizza or a salad with any oil on it or anything like that, Oil breaks all those bad boys down. Oil does not break LipSense down. Not, I just, I don't know. Okay, so anyways, and I know this isn't about fire and ice, but I'm just sharing this because, this is kind of like a little application, get ready with me, and I'm going to chit chat anyways, because I just do. So anyways, I had gotten this because I think I was at, I don't know if I was at Sephora or Ulta, one of those places, because, those are a couple of my other happy places. And I got this other Huda Beauty thing to go with it, and it is like a lip strobe. And you're supposed to be able to put that on over any of their matte lippies, whatever you want to call them, which is what this is. Liquid matte. I thought, don't love matte, but hey, everybody seems to be crazy about this stuff, so I'm going to try it. I would imagine it's the same premise as those other ultra matte lip things that you buy from other people. And they do dry down nicely, as long as you don't plan on eating or drinking anything that may contain oil. I want to say when I first started using it, there was no transfer. Especially whenever I was using just that ultra matte lip by itself. And then, I saw those lip strobes, and so I put that on over it, and you're doggone well supposed to be able to do that. I thought, oh, these are new. I did like this past Saturday, because I got them a weekend ago. And so this past Saturday, I had put them on, and as you all know, I sweat. If I even think about it being hot, I sweat. So, I'm out and about doing some grocery shopping, and I'm trying to think where all we went. We went so many different places on over the weekend that whenever I had it on, I completely forgot that I wasn't wearing LipSense. And I was so embarrassed whenever we got back from one of the stores that we were at, because this stuff had like kind of gone all down here underneath where my lip was supposed to be and up here. And I don't know if it was because I was sweating. I'm a sweater. It's my curse in life, and I always sweat on my face first. I hate it. Why can't I sweat anywhere else? I don't know. Well, I do sweat other places, but not first. So, I was mortified. I get home, I've got gloss and the other whatever down here, and some stuff randomly over here, and like not there. That part was okay. I'm like, oh my God. I was talking to the salesman, and he actually wasn't staring at it. If I was talking to myself, I would have been totally staring at my lips like, oh my God, does this woman not see what's going on? I am so spoiled by LipSense, because once it's on, it ain't going nowhere. And sometimes I do. I'm like, everybody else is making all these matte lips and all these other ultra shine satin lips and everything, and I just want to try something because I haven't tried something in a long time. And so I do try things. I love makeup. I've always loved makeup. I have probably a drawer over here with over 100 regular lipsticks in them because I still refuse to give them up because I love makeup. And they're a mixture of different things. MAC, L'Oreal, Urban Decay. I just like blanked. Wet n Wild, CoverGirl, Huda, ColourPop. I'm trying to think of all the different brands. I know there's like still a whole bunch of Kat Von D, KK Beauty. Who's the other one? Kat Von D. Everybody makes liquid matte lips. And there's some generic ones that I've seen on Facebook that I've tried. I'm hoping to, at some point, I've kept some of them, especially some of the MAC lipsticks and different things, because I haven't gotten like really good at this, but at some point in time in the future, I'm hoping to be able to like swatch them on my hand and then be able to take LipSense colors and blend different ones together, since I'm learning all that pre-mixing and stuff like that too, to kind of be able to make some of my favorite colors, but with LipSense, if that makes sense. So anyways, I just wanted to share that story because I was mortified when I came home and I saw that stuff was basically just like It's like I couldn't color in the lines. It was just gross. And you see what anal retentive weirdo I am about lining my lips and making sure everything's very precise and where it's supposed to be. Somebody like me coming home and seeing that I have got stuff like down here and all that, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm never going back to that store again. So, anyways, my rant is over. I know that other people probably are like, yeah, you're a little bit weird, because I try going to other lip colors, lip brands, lip stuff, and even those, like I've said, I've even used like CoverGirl. It's probably like CoverGirl Outlast, Max Pro Longwear, Revlon Color Stay. They're long-lasting stuff that you put on, and then you've got a gloss to go with it. And I've had that stuff come off on me after eating and drinking, because theirs also comes off with oil. So I don't know. LipSense has been around for a long time. I've only been dabbling with them for like a year now, but they've actually been around for quite a long time, and they have the best name in long wearing lip color. And I put my stamp of approval on it. I know some people probably have less wear time depending on how much you touch your lips, how much you lick your lips, how much. There's like different variables. Like, say you don't have, your lips aren't quite as turned out as mine are. Like, that's normal. And then some people's lips are a little bit more like this. And you don't see as much of it. So that would make it to where the inside, the saliva and different things, is going to break it down quicker if you have thinner lips. To where the more like that. So, I mean, I am lucky in that way. I have a lot of lip, and it's on the outside, or I just draw it, I draw it on. But overall, most people that wear LipSense really love it. It stays on for them. I think the only complaint I've had from people is that I know some people, it does wear off after, say, about 4 hours or so. And sometimes you do. I mean, but still, that's longer than you would get with a regular lipstick. Like, 4 hours worth of wear is even better than you wearing this expensive stuff. Huda Beauty is probably just about as expensive as LipSense. A lot of those ones out there are just about as expensive as LipSense. That's why I'm saying, really, to be like, oh, LipSense is expensive. Not really. Not if you look at it like high-end makeup, which pretty much is what it is, because you're paying for quality. So, yeah. Just thought I'd share that. Okay. So, hopefully I'll be making another video tomorrow and have that one up for you for Saturday. Trying to think of what day it is. So confused. Yeah. I need some more coffee because I'm tired. I'm just rambling and stuff. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I may be doing another giveaway in the near future. Or a mystery prize or something like that. Just because I love to be able to share LipSense with people. And especially anybody who hasn't ever tried it before. It's just such a fascinating product. Just nothing. I never get tired of it. I really, I'm avoiding having to smear and there's just nothing. You can do this bad boy. See, I can have this on all day long, sweating my butt off, and it won't be down here. The gloss won't be down here. That was just so mortifying. I am just still like, anyways. My rant is over. This stuff is just amazing, and I love being able to share it with you. Once I found it, I want to share it with the world, so here you are. My gift to you. Have a good weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.